Hello everyone. In this video we're going to demo how easy it is to set up and spin a virtual machine under Azure. To do so, you just need to log into Azure by just navigating to portal.azure.com. Then from the main page you can just click on create a resource, then select virtual machine. If you don't see virtual machine, you just type virtual machine here. Then it will give you virtual machine. Then you select create a virtual machine. And the configuration is straightforward. You just need to select a resource group or create a new resource group. So I'll create a new resource group. I will call it TDP for Tech Design Pilot. My VMs G, just for say resource group. Then you have to name it. My VM server, say, and you have to choose the region. For the availability zones or availability options, you can choose one of these options or you can stick to no infrastructure redundancy. So there are different features by selecting different options here. You can read about them, but I'll stick to the no infrastructure redundancy. Then you'll have to select the image. Of course, the security type, you can stick to the default one, which is trusted launch virtual machines. For the image, you have a variety of images you can select from. So you can decide on your version of the operating system that you'd like, whether if it's Debian, Ubuntu, Windows, and other like operating system like Oracle, Linux, and so on. So I'll stick to Ubuntu server, which is the 2024 version, LTS, like long-term support. Then for the VM architecture, we can select ARM 64 or Intel 64. So I'll stick to the default selected one. Run with Azure Spot Discount, so you can choose this if you have already some discounts for spot discounts for Azure. So, and then you have to select the size. So for me, I'll stick to the default one, but you have a variety of sizes if you would like to select from, depending on the processing that you'd like to do with this VM. So I'll just stick to that small version of the VM, or the smallest, let's say, VM size that you can have, and the cost is actually 75 per month. Then you have to select public SSH, so for the connectivity, either public SSH or password and like username and password. So I'll stick to username and password. I call it VM server user, say, and for the password you just type any random password. So it has to be long. I think I mistyped this. That's it. Now for a public inbound port, you can select to allow any port you want. So like you have the SSH, HTTP, HTTPS. So I'll select to allow them all, and that's it. So now you're ready to go ahead and provision the virtual machine after validation. So validation passed, you can go ahead and create. Leave everything to the default and then create. So we'll wait until the creation is done and we're going to come back. So now it finishes creating the VM, and I can check the new virtual machine that have been created by just clicking on go to resource. It took roughly 1 minute to finish this, so you need to be patient. And that's it. So this is my virtual machine. I now can install any server on it, or can use it only for processing or any kind of infrastructure. I can integrate it with my network, or I can have some script to run on this virtual machine, and it's available for me anytime. And I can start, stop, restart, connect to it through SSH by selecting connect, and then select this to connect through SSH. It will run some configuration here or prerequisites, and then it will allow me to go ahead and connect to it through SSH using a local terminal or Azure Azure portal, if you would. So that's it for the configuration. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this.